They should call it out though, shouldn't they, Terry? This is what I'm
Very
saying
much,
about them.
yeah,
a
very
lot
true.
of them don't call it out. You know what I mean? And that clip that you put up a month ago was proof of it. You've also got to look at some of the signings that they've made. I mean, for me, you know, a lot of these signings that they make, I don't think is great value. I mean, they spent 70 million euros on Zoboszlai. I don't think that's great business. I don't think he's that good of a player. 40 million on Gravenberch. Yeah, he's young, but again, that's a lot of money. Who else they bought? They spent 85 on Nunes, 42 on Cody Gakpo. You know, you're also looking at these players. I mean, I wouldn't have any of them players at City. I don't know if Potsy would have had any of them at Arsenal. And this is something that I've had to adjust my thinking in recent years on when it comes to signings. When you make signings, and obviously it's slightly different because we have Pep, but when you make signings, would Real Madrid sign that player? Because if they wouldn't, then should you be signing that player? Because ultimately, that's who you're going up against in the Champions League. And a lot of those players that they sign, they're overpaying and they're just not good enough for Liverpool. And again, when you say that, Liverpool fans don't like it. It's actually a compliment to your football club. It's a compliment because I'm saying your club is better than the standard of player you're buying. Cody Gakpo, in my opinion, is not good enough for Liverpool, man. He spent 20 on Endo. He apparently Slot don't want him anymore. That's 20 million for one season. I don't know. I think there's a lot wrong at Liverpool, and I don't think it gets spoke about enough.
No, I agree. And this is the problem. Forget those websites that show you how much salary a club's playing, because that's just almost like computer game stuff. Look at the actual trading accounts. Liverpool turned over in 2003, 653 million. Now, they typically, in the last 5 years, have spent between 58 and 67% of their turnover on wages. Okay, so you minus that in the last Man United, by the way, 380 million on wages in the 2003 period. Liverpool's in that same period is, sorry, I put the wrong math in here, 680, sorry, minus 63%, 430 million. So up until 2003, because that's the last. And people can't dispute this. It's the trading accounts. It's official. It's not a website. It's not what some geek in his bedroom has guessed at based on what FIFA says that a player earns or Football Manager. They spent £50 million more on wages than Man United did in the last round of accounts. And the year before that, by the way, their turnover was 702 million and it was 62%. So it's always high. Okay. And this is not a dig at Liverpool. I'm not digging you up. There's nothing wrong with spending money. It's your money. Spend it. But it's this weird, but we just can't do it because we don't have any money to spend. It's a lie. You spend more money on wages than Man United do as a percentage of your turnover and in totality. But for some reason, everybody believes the media lies that Man United pay the most. It isn't true. It isn't true in any capacity whatsoever. You can go check it out on Deloitte's website. They have a football page that breaks down all the earnings of all the clubs in Europe. And they're not making any of this up. They take it from the publicly available trading accounts of all of our football clubs. So this is not something you can debate. This is pure, unadulterated, cast iron facts. Facts. So you should be challenging your club much, much more. There's no doubt about it. So in terms of someone, it's not paying staff only. It's the wages. Now, again, yes, it's covering the wages of non-playing staff and everything else. But you're telling me that Liverpool have £50 million worth more of non-playing staff than Man United? We employ more people than them. Like, what are you talking? This is the problem. And yes, you can probably take away a certain few million that are paid to, stewards and day-to-day staff, but you do that for everybody. Still levels out, they're paying more than Man United. There's no way Liverpool Football Club employ more people than Man United. On match days, it's impossible. We've got an extra 20,000 fans. Therefore, more stewards. Like, come on now. Like, more staff. This is just crazy. Don't stop. The only way you can dispute a fact in life is with a better fact or a fact that debunks mine. Come to me with facts, not feelings on this one, please, people. Challenge your club more. Some super chats here. First one says, we've been consistently around 5th and 6th in Deloitte's annual top teams, yet we act like Borussia Dortmund. Embarrassing. Fair play to you, listen, fair play, Nazir, because you're calling it out and it's the truth. You can't ignore the facts that are in front of you. It's so true.
Big up Nasir, because that's what you need more of, though. You know what I mean? And you need more people like Nasir out here, putting pressure on the board and putting pressure on the owners, and to stop believing stupid things like, oh, Arnie Slot just wants to assess his squad, when every single football fan in the world knew that Liverpool needed a DM. I mean, come on. Wake up, people. Big up Nasir, bro.
Wake up. Absolutely. Liverpool are not offering the dream of Disneyland like United do. Well, enjoy having no DM, mate. Enjoy having no DM. And listen, maybe you should. Maybe listen, Man United have been run poorly in the last 11 years. How we've signed, the players we've signed in that period have not all been bad. We've just been rotten to the core as a football club. There's been lots of other things that are wrong. So don't echo that. But maybe you should be offering a dream to these players. Maybe you should be selling a dream to make your club more desirable. The dream of bigger legacy. Now, maybe this is why your club's won one Premier League title in 35 years. Potentially. Just put that out there. Deep it for a second. My bro here says another crazy thing about Liverpool. What does TW mean? Liverpool's transfer window. Is that they now... It's all up. They're about to sign a goalkeeper. I don't know what Edwards and Hughes are smoking. I've read something like 30 million euros they're going to drop on a goalkeeper now. When they've got like they've probably got the two best goalkeepers, barring maybe City. You've got two they're number one and number two are brilliant. Kelleher and Allison. You don't need a goal. It's so strange.
There's no way they can be spending 30 mil on a goalkeeper. No way.
I think Fabrizio put it out today. I want to say euros.
Who are they getting?
I don't know who he is.
What are they doing, man? What? This has to be a social experiment to see how far they can push Liverpool fans before they pop. Surely not.
Can you imagine? Let me just keep scrolling down because I swear it was Fabrizio that shared it.
Not Marmashvili. Someone's put Marmashvili in there.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Marmashvili, 30 million euros.
Listen, he's a good goalkeeper, but he ain't coming in as number two behind Allison. He's going to go find first team football, mate.
Well, it says here, Liverpool are serious. This is Fabrizio. It says Liverpool are seriously considering the opportunity to sign him. I can't pronounce his name. For a fee in excess of 30 million euros, and then loan him out. And then loan him out as an example. But that's still your money you're spending now. Spend it on a player for your team.
So Allison's going then. Is that what they're
that sounds like Allison's going then as well, doesn't it? I mean, that's probably part and parcel of that. So yeah, I can understand that he wants to stay, but it blows my mind that they have no alternative when they have clearly stated that a DM was a needed position. And it's again, big up yourself as a Liverpool fan for being honest about this. I think it makes you a better fan. Sometimes people go in on their clubs when they don't need to, and there's zero reason to be angry. There are times where you need to push, and I completely and utterly agree that it's crazy. No alternative. Fuck off. It's no disrespect. Zubimendi's very good, but it isn't like you're talking about the greatest DM to ever walk Earth, and there's no one else he's co-equal. You can find somebody else. Talent FC, English Talent FC here. Seri says Liverpool spent years waffling about their structure. It only worked when they were the underdogs. Once they won, the big dogs must spend big money and wages to stay on top.
Spot on.
Alberto here says Liverpool are in big trouble if they don't get it together. It's embarrassing for a club like Liverpool. They will be finishing 6th to 8th place like they were pre-Klopp. Yeah, maybe not this season, but with those players leaving and the lack of pull for stars, it's going to be... that could happen, boys. That's not even scaremongering. It could happen in the future.
Oh, well, I think there's a chance Liverpool might not finish in the top 4 this year. I still have them in my top 4 predictions, but if someone said to me, LB, I don't think Liverpool are going to finish top 4 this year, I think they'll finish 5th or 6th. I'm like, yeah, understand why you'd say that. Because for me, I think you're looking at Salah again. I mean, that's Salah, mate, yeah. He must be looking around thinking, is this club going to do anything else to help me out? You know what I mean? Because I've literally been carrying this football club on my shoulders for basically ever since Mane left. If we're being honest with you, he's so clear of the rest of those players in that team. It's mad, and yeah, how he's not got the support. I wonder deep down if he's a little bit frustrated at the people above him at Liverpool at how they've run it, because You know, he deserves, as a player, right? He deserves to have won more. I say that, I put my hands up. I'm very gracious and accepting that. He deserves to have won more as a player, and he's probably frustrated with the people above him.
He is, but this, like in life, we talk about footballers and their decision making on the pitch. We talk about their decision making off the pitch. So, if you're a footballer that they don't do as much anymore, but who blows up weight in the off season, that smokes a bit, drinks a bit, goes out too much, doesn't take it seriously, we judge players for that. I judge players on their decisions on where to stay. Like Gerrard was a world-class football player. Gerrard won lots of trophies for Liverpool, but I think, and he was a legend, but I think he could have had an even greater legacy within football if he'd have left and joined a club that had more ambition and was in a better position. Harry Kane should have left Spurs 5-6 years ago, but he didn't. And Mo Salah, it could end up looking like he should have left 2 or 3, maybe after winning the league, as opposed to staying, if they don't help build a team that matches his output and his quality. So no, I do get you, bro. TM here said, I don't understand how Liverpool couldn't get this Zubi release clause. So it's not about the release clause. So they were willing to pay the release clause. The player just said, I ain't signing your deal, though. I don't want to play for you. So therefore, getting the bid accepted is irrelevant, especially as Sociedad were not pushing for him to leave. Say Sociedad needed the money. They might have said, please, we love you, we respect you, but we need you to go. They wanted to keep him. They wrote him poems and all sorts. And by the way, have you seen how nice Sociedad is? I've seen the pictures today.
Seen it.
I wouldn't want to leave if I was working there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to leave. No. And I'm not slagging Liverpool off. I come from the East End of London before it was like quirky and fashionable to live there. It was proper grim where I grew up. But yeah, would you want to leave? Especially as there's talk that Barca are coming in next summer for him as well. Nabil here says, Terry, how you rate Liverpool's midfield? They bought Jude, Caicedo, and now Zuba. They are stacked, plus Yoro and Van Dijk as 2 centre-backs. City is clearly scared, is what Nabil says here.